tonight I'm going to paint this rock for you guys. Show you how to do it. I've already painted my rock black. So the first thing we need to do, well, is get the water on the same side. So yeah, we're gonna just put some lips in with white. I was gonna use a white charcoal pencil, but I don't know how many of you that have that. So, and my rock's still just a little bit wet, but so I'm gonna put in the two tallest sections where I want the, I don't know what they're called, the pointy parts of the lip to go. And then I'm going to start putting in the rest of these, and they're just curved. Let me go back to the other side while that's drying. Some curved lines. That go down to the edge of the mouth. Okay, and then the middle. Let's see if I can get my paint a little thicker for this side. So, and for the colors, obviously I'm using black, a red, yellow, orange, because I'm lazy and don't want to mix, but you could mix it. Green, and you can mix the green too. It looks okay. You see that? Green. Where was I at? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then pink for the end. So kind of same thing for the bottom. Alright, it's bugging me. So the bottom, I'm going to put a straight line kind of for the width, and then some strokes that curve in because it's going around the curve of the lip. Okay, to the edge. And we're having this be slightly open. So if you want it to be less open, just make your bottom lip a little bit bigger. Maybe your person has really full lips. And then all the way to the edge. Okay, so this is so your colors will pop on this black rock. I'm gonna actually bring some of those down. This one's making more of like a kissy shape, I guess. Okay. And if you don't paint too thick, I'm trying to spread some of this out, your paint should dry fairly fast. Oh, I'm okay with that shape, I think. Okay. I have kicked my dogs out. I don't think they are super happy with me. If you watched my last live video, we had some dog issues. So, there we go. So, my fancy blow dryer, I'm gonna blow on it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start with the yellow. And I'm just gonna overlay my brush strokes. I'm gonna make it go in a little bit further than maybe I need it to. And while this is still a little bit wet, I'm gonna get some green. And I'm just gonna let it kind of blend into the yellow. And some blue. Same thing, I'm just going to let it go into the green a little bit. And if you can do it when it's wet, it will blend. Still hear my dogs. And then some purple. I'm going to have to mix some purple. I didn't get that out. So if your purple's really dark when you're putting it on, you can always add a tiny bit of white to it. So I'm going to see what color this is. Oh, that's going to show up. Barely. Okay, again, I'm going to pull some into my blue. And since I've mixed up the purple, I'm just going to put some of that on the other side. I'm not going to clean my brush for, oh, it looks like I'm using pink next. So pink. Gotta mix up some pink because I don't have pink out either. I don't know. I'm gonna get a great color of pink with the red I have out, but it's gonna be a pinky purple color, I think. Okay. So pink. I have pink down here too. It looks like, oh, there was some purple on the edge. Okay. So there's that. I'm gonna go back and get some of that purple. And the next color, I'm gonna put some red in. And if your paint's really transparent, you might have to, you know, use a couple coats, and that's fine. But I'm just making sure I'm covering up the white to the edges for sure. The white in the middle part doesn't matter so much because we're going to go in later and add some highlights to it. So okay, and then I'm going to mix up some orange since my orange is kind of bad. I'm going to pull out some orange. I don't think I have the right red and yellow. Oh. You know, I found the best use for dotting tools. I can say how much I love to dot. I got these dotting tools off Amazon. It's like super cheap. They actually came with some nail brushes too. They're like nail art dotting tools, but they get your paint open. Okay, so going for the orange. And you could do this in whatever order you wanted, right? You wouldn't have to necessarily even make a rainbow. I was thinking, you know, since Valentine's Day is coming up, it actually might kind of be fun to do like pink and white and red ones. So, getting yellow. And if you can get your white on really nice and thick too, you won't see a lot of the black coming through. Okay, and then some green. My yellow's still a little wet, I hope. There we go. And then my blue. I'm just looking for white spots down here. I'm actually going to pull out a little bit more. This darker green that I have. Rinse my brush and hope that my purple's still wet. Nope, should have mixed up more. Okay. Mixing purple. So I always use just red and blue, and then this color called Alizarin Crimson. It helps make a, I think it helps make a better purple, but maybe that's just me. Okay. Okay, so I got my main part of my lips done. And now I'm actually going to go back in with some black. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm just trying to get it to look a little bit more jagged. You wouldn't have to if you're happy with the way your lips work, then or they look, then you can skip this step. But these are just kind of maybe some of the creases or areas that you're not fully satisfied with your mouth shape. Okay, so I'm okay with that. Just kind of like doing the duck face. Maybe I'm not okay with that. Hold on. And the brush I'm using, it's the same brush you've seen me use quite a bit. It is a 0 round. So, and I'm going to try to stroke into the lips. Okay, so out, and then if you lift up just a little bit, it'll make your strokes a little bit thinner. So there's that. Probably should flip this. Okay, so I'm going to go in with some white. I'm just trying to get it to the right consistency. I'm using, let's call it 2 paint in the group, but the artist paint. It comes in a tube. And I am just going to kind of make some highlight areas, and I'm just barely trying to touch my brush to the lips. Oh. Okay, well, kind of like lip number 1 a little bit better, but I did kind of rush through this one. A lot going on today, so you know. And then if you want to go back in and modify, you can. I'm adding white here because I'm going to go ahead and put some more yellow over it. But it's going to dry. There we go. There we go. Now I'm just thinking about a few more highlight areas. You know, and the highlights as they get towards the middle are also going to get just a little bit bigger. Oop, we're going to have some disco going on there. Okay, I should have made those lips a little bit bigger. But here's tonight's lips, which I'm kind of wondering with this purple. I think for my first rock I used a mixed purple. There we go. I'm just wanting to I think I'm going to bring out the edges a little bit more, maybe not as much as I just did. But remember, that's the great thing about acrylic paint. You can paint over it. So there's tonight's lips. Maybe if I move the slide, there we go. Right, and here's previous lips. But I think they're pretty fun. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with, and have a great night. Oh, and if you can, or if you want to, subscribe to this channel and like it. That would be awesome. And then you'll always be able to see these tutorials and also any of the live ones get posted here, usually the next day, to Facebook if you can't find them on Facebook. So I'll talk to you guys later. See you next Sunday, and go paint a rock.